Gone are the days where we used to say the African Union is the symbol of African unity. Gone are the days when we used to say, oh, the African Pan-Africans, African freedom fighters, the people that unite the whole continent in general. It's absurd that as of right now, we live in Africa where AU, African Union, is no longer AU. Why do I say that? We live in a world where countries in the West Africa are not even dividing each other back and forth. The one who remains with the oppressor and the one who's running away from the oppressor. Look at ECOWAS, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad, building their own bloc, being the outcast from the ECOWAS. The old guard is scared. These countries are running away to what they said. Is that the Africa we're going to see? Is that the African Union we dreamt of? African Union we thought we started off, the African Union that our ancestors built. We live in a world where African Union decisions are influenced a lot by China, by America, by Germany, by all these big nations. African Union's vote is influenced a lot, more than Africa. I believe every person in the African Union represents 1-2 million Africans back in your country. I believe you as an African leader in the African Union, you have to sit down and talk to the fellow African leaders, disagree and agree with them. But at the end of it, you're creating the Africa of tomorrow through the African Union. We live in a world where African Union is fully influenced by the Chinese as of today. Economically, infrastructure-wise. So it means by end of being, by always, they have to at least somehow, somewhere, favor the Chinese influence in Africa. But does it serve us beneficially? Does it benefit us? We live in a world where African Union exists, but Congo exists. Each and every day, Congo is ripped off.
Or small-scale miners in the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's a difficult job, but for many of these men, it's the only way to survive.
Congo is becoming so poor. Congo is being stolen. Congo is being undressed each and every day for the past 30 to 40 years. But AU exists. Because, first of all, AU was created to liberate Africa, to bring African countries together, to promote the African Ubuntu, African unity, the African togetherness, economically, politically, travel-wise. No matter what passport you will have, what color our skins have, but as long as we're in Africa, African Union brought us together. We live in a world where so many countries now, each and every day, within the African Union, per se, do not affiliate themselves physically and emotionally with the African Union's agenda. We live in a world where so many countries in Africa, like Morocco, don't think that they're really even Africans. How would they work with the unity of Africa if you do not even actually acknowledge you are African? We're living in Africa where the African Union sees each and every day wars breaking out from different angles of Africa. And actually, they know who causes that. And actually, they know what to do, but less is done. African Union, they are voting for 2025 in Feb. They're voting for the new leader. They're voting for a person who became the president of the African Union. They have agendas. They're thinking of, again, implementing free trade, free movement of people around Africa. They're trying to implement African passport, the way you say European passport. They're trying to bring on the African visa to ease in the travel between us, theoretically. But practically, it's a long way to go. If you disagree with what I'm saying to you, drop your comment in the comment section below. If you agree, again, drop your comment in the comment section below. Do you still believe AU actually is still on the course of serving us fully? And if it is, what went wrong? Why are we seeing that happening right now? Because West Africa is on fire. Southern Africa is on fire. I could give credit to East Africa, which is calmly. Congo, but is on fire. Ethiopia and Somalia, Ethiopia and Egypt, they are battling each and every day. Geopolitics has changed in Africa, but African Union exists. African Union is still there. My question to you is, do you think elections next year will change Africa's unity beyond African Union? Do you think things will change in West Africa? Countries will accept the moves made by Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Gabon and the rest? Do you think African Union will more again unite us all as a bundle, as Africans, not just African Union as a name? Or are we far away from the reality? Drop your comment in the comment section below. And please don't forget, this is The Outpost. Subscribe, because it makes us so creative again and again. Bye-bye.